Hi, I'm Greg.
I'm Derek.
And I'm Steve.
Welcome to Minute of the Den, and this is Monday.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another week here on the Den. So, yeah, we don't have much to talk about this week, so we're going to talk about the movie that...
Well, you saw one movie.
I saw 3 movies.
What movie? What was the third one?
Chevalier.
Oh, yeah. Chevalier. It was about a horse, right?
I guess before we talk about the one that we saw together, let's let him talk about the 2 that he saw, and he can do his reviews.
That's why
All right. Perfect.
Good call.
So, my friend Nico, thank you, got me free tickets for a pre-screening of Chevalier, which is a movie about the first African composer and his history through how he grew up, like went from plantation to the elite to become one of the first composers. Then again, ended up being torn down in the French Revolution. So, if you like history pieces, it's a very interesting piece. I found some weird plot that where like things just kind of got mixed, not lost in the storytelling, and kind of got a little confusing. But ultimately, the performances were great.
Okay.
Out of 5, what would you give it?
I would give it about a 6.5. Oh, no, out of 5? Sorry, I was thinking out of 10. I would give it about a 3.5 out of 5.
There you go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Then, our friends Peef and Ty took me to go see the new Ari Aster movie, Beau is Afraid. That was 3 hours of constant stress building, and it was terrifying, but fucking hilarious at the same time. I don't want to say too much about this movie because pretty much anything you say will give away parts of the movie.
It's spoilerific.
It's spoilerific. Heavy tension building. Heavy, like the first act is just like an entire anxiety-inducing scene where everything, the worst possible scenarios that you could think of all happen all at once. And then the ending left me far more disturbed and uncomfortable than Midsummer's ending. So...
You said there was a lady who ran into the theater crying.
There was like, I just remember dead silence except for the foot stomps of one girl running away crying.
Yeah,
it was just like everyone else was like kind of like, ugh. At the end of the movie, it was really, the ending was very disturbing.
Wow.
Out of 5, I give it a 5 out of 5 though. It was up there with everything everywhere for me.
So before we move on to the final movie we saw, let's give an honorable mention to... So the local Eagle does
Bad movie
night once a month.
Cinema Fromage.
Yeah.
Cinema Fromage. And this week they did The Room.
The Room, which everybody says is like the most famous bad movie of all time, but I had never seen it. And you had never seen it.
I didn't hit her. I swear I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, so...
Hi, babe.
I was not expecting there to be as much sex as there was. There was so much sex.
Like, the first half hour was just sex scenes.
And then every sex scene, it had a new, like, cheesy sex music. You were dying laughing.
Oh, it was like a ripoff of, like, every 90s R&B act. There was a Boyz II Men song. There was a Mariah Carey song. There was a Toni Braxton song.
But not those bands. It was like
it was that
style.
It was that style in a cheap knockoff.
Yeah. I'm wasted, and I love you.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun, actually. It was a lot better than Kung Pao Enter the Fist for bad movies, but I don't know if it beats Robo Geisha.
No.
Robo Geisha is still our
something
favorite.
else.
But we gotta get you to watch The Disaster Artist.
Yeah, so they made a dramatization of the making of the film The Room, which is more recent, called The Disaster Artist, with James Franco and some other people.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
It's really good. Like, it was Oscar nominated, if I remember correctly.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And then we all went to the movies on Friday and watched Evil Dead Rise. Bum, bum, bum. So I only got into the Evil Dead fairly recently, thanks to Greg. We watched the first couple ones, and we watched the
Ash
recent
Evil Dead.
the recent reboot of the Evil Dead.
The 2013
Yes,
one.
the 2013 one. The whole premise is, at least to me, it's very like, it's horror, but it's so over the top that it's almost funny. It's like right on the line between being campy and being serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was definitely some parts in the new one that made me laugh. Well, there were some parts that scared the shit out of me as well. So there you go. What did you think of the new one?
I just loved like the entire, like pretty much entirely female cast just fucking owning it.
I suppose it was a pretty much entirely female cast. wasn't
Yeah.
it?
So it was definitely like a very female-led horror movie, and I kind of loved that they were both like it was just everyone working together.
I loved the
So great.
rebirth iconography at the end when they're coming out of the pool of blood. It's like they've been reborn. They're like little babies.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it was very freaky.
Elden Ring has really made me appreciate the grafted monster.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're a grafted monster as well. What did you think of the new one?
I really liked it. I don't think I have any additional comments to add because I agree with both of what you said. Out of 5, I'd probably give it maybe a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, that's what I would say too.
Although I was sad there was no Bruce Campbell cameos.
Yeah, I really think that was the one thing I was missing. It really needed a Bruce Campbell cameo.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause, I mean, if we can get one in Doctor Strange, then we should fucking have one in Evil Dead,
Yeah, what the hell?
right? Like, Sam Raimi, what are you doing to us?
Well, he's probably in there somewhere. Probably the voice.
Yeah, you said he could have been a narrator at one part, so...
When they were
Check
playing
this.
the record.
Yeah, you know there's got to be a record. It's
Yeah,
gonna-
there's always got to be the Necronomicon and the record that spins and
the
plays.
chainsaw.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the tropes were there. So it
Get the fan service.
So out of 5.
Yeah, 4 sounds right to me.
Out of 5.
Four sounds right to me.
There you go. So you got
Fours across the board.
12 out of 15. That's actually pretty good, I think.
There you go.
All right. Anything interesting coming up, gentlemen?
It's raining this week.
Eurovision.
And it's not Raining Men.
Are you gonna stream this week? Because of the rain?
At some point I'm gonna stream.
Nice.
It's better.
What are you working on these days?
Breath of the Wild
Oh yeah, when does Thingy come out?
in 2 weeks.
Oh my god, 2 weeks?
The pre-orders for the Breath of the Wild Switches are already happening.
What?
Yeah, they're already coming out.
What?
I
I'm
know.
so excited for that.
Me too.
So you said
May 12th.
is which one's that? Is that Breath of the Wild or?
That's Tears of the Kingdom.
And when does Eurovision happen? May 13th.
That's May 12th.
May 12th as well.
May 13th I'm going to see Muna. Yes.
This is gonna be
Lesbian
a
power.
big month for us.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then we start preparing for Pride Month because now we're only a month away from Pride Month.
Oh god, it's Pride Month Eve month.
Right? We're 1 month away from Pride Month, so.
Watch out, bitches. Toronto's not ready for us.
Mhm. Love that. Love that. Yeah, so we got so Eurovision is happening in 2 weeks. We're going to a Eurovision party, so we're gonna have to at some point sit down, probably the week of, and watch.
Maybe that could be our video next week. Could review the contestants for Eurovision.
Maybe so. We'll see what happens.
Ooh.
Because we won't know the finalists at that point, though.
No, but we could give like the, these are all the players. Here are all the entries, and then the week after will be the victor.
Oh, I don't know, because there would be a lot. It would be like 50, 60 at that point.
I suppose that's true.
They narrow them down in the week leading up to, so. But yeah, so there's Eurovision. What's going on next weekend? I feel like there was something. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't important.
We'll see.
That's right. But hopefully didn't bore you guys too much this week. As always, like, share, subscribe, tune in to, if anybody else posts this week, tune into their videos.
Ed said he's posting.
There you go. Tune into
Yay.
Ed's video on Wednesday.
Thank you, Ed. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Have a
Bye.
great week.